Hello everyone. As a senior researcher in water security and associate editor of World Water Policy Journal, I'm honored to speak to you today on this great event, World Water Day. Water, which is a crucial element of life, is now facing unpredictable challenges worldwide. Today, I want to bring your attention to a new and critical area of research, global water bankruptcy. Water bankruptcy is not just a term, it's a real evolving condition affecting ecosystems, affecting economies, and even human societies globally. It happens when water use persistently exceeds the available supply, both surface and groundwater, often leading to irreversible damage. Much like financial bankruptcy, this concept speaks to the depletion of critical resources beyond its capacity to replenish. However, unlike financial bankruptcy, the consequences here are not only economic, but they are environmental, social, and even political. For many regions, the traditional understanding of water crisis is no longer sufficient. We are not simply facing temporary shortages or droughts, but a persistent state where natural resources, our hydrological capital, have been overdrawn. Rivers, lakes, and even aquifers that once sustained life have been used up to the point where returning to their original state is no longer possible without facing huge costs. This phenomenon is already visible in several parts of the world. The over-extraction of groundwater in places like, for example, United States of America, especially American Southwest, the drying up of lakes and rivers in the Middle East, and the ecological degradation in South Asia. Climate change is a phenomenon that makes this issue worse, but it's the unsustainable human practices and mismanagement that have set the stage for this disaster. As researchers and policymakers, we must recognize this reality and adapt our language. Water bankruptcy demands a response that mitigates damage and adapts to the new hydrological and ecological reality. The term water bankruptcy was formally defined by Professor Kaveh Madani, Director of United Nations University Institute for Water, Environment and Health, offering a critical framework for understanding this post-crisis state. Personally, I encourage all researchers and experts in the water sector around the world to focus on this emerging field. We need interdisciplinary solutions that involve hydrologists, that involves policymakers, and even ecologists and engineers. By adapting this new framework, we can guide governments towards policies that balance water use with natural regeneration and even protect remaining natural resources and ensure sustainable access for future generations. In addition, it's time to encourage policymakers to act with transparency and fairness. We must shift from just increasing water supply to managing demand and reallocating water resources more equitably. We must prioritize ecosystems and even safeguarding the remaining natural capital that sustains us all. I call on all of you, researchers, policymakers, and even global citizens to join us in this critical mission. Let's work together to build a resilient future where water is managed responsibly and water bankruptcy becomes a thing of past. Thank you.